And coming to India, her IT industry has crossed $200 billion revenue mark, reaching $227 billion revenue in FY22. It has witnessed $30 billion incremental revenue in the year with an overall growth rate of 15.5%. Now, recording highest ever growth since 2011, Indian IT industry body NASSCOM in its strategic review also said it is confident industry can achieve ambitious target of being $350 billion industry by FY26, growing at rate of 11 to 14%. To talk more on this, we are joined by Ms. Debjani Ghosh, President NASSCOM, and UOB Praveen Rao, immediate past President of NASSCOM and COO and board member of Infosys. Well, first off, my question to Ms. Debjani. First of all, what are the salient points of this report? What are the prospects of growth of IT sector in India and across the world?
Sure. So good to be here today, Sumit, and good to talk to you. This has been an absolute breakthrough year for the tech industry. If 2020 was all about the resilience of the industry, its ability to keep work going despite the pandemic, despite the crisis, then 2021 was really about the reinvention of the industry, the reimagination of the industry, and the resurgence of the industry. If I have to summarize 2021, I will say it was about unabated growth trajectory. We crossed the 200 billion mark as an industry. We added 30 billion in a year. And just FYI, just 15 years back, the whole industry was 30 billion in size. We had the fastest ever growth year. We grew 15.5% year over year, which is the highest since, I think, 2011. That was when we had growth as high as this. We grew across sectors, BPM, services, products, e-commerce, everything. It's just been a fantastic growth year for the industry. The second theme would be job creation at scale. We added 4.5 lakh new hires to the workforce, which is the highest ever for this industry. Today, we stand at 5 million plus total workforce, and nearly around 1.8 million is women, which makes us the highest private sector employer of women. In fact, last year, of the 4.5 lakh added, 44% were women.
Debjani, what are the challenges as well? Because now the last 2 years, many things have changed. What are the immediate challenges the whole IT industry is facing?
The biggest challenge right now is can we skill fast enough to bridge the talent supply gap? That's the biggest challenge, because if you look at tech spending has been an all-time high last year. And we believe it will continue to grow along the same lines. In fact, we just did a CEO survey where most of the CEOs felt tech spending will continue to grow at the same levels we have seen this year. Because as the world digitizes, you have to digitize for your supply chains, logistics, etc. Tech spending is not coming down anytime soon. So opportunities are there and they will grow. The problem that we face is the ability to skill fast enough. And the talent crisis is something that the entire world is facing. It's a global crisis.
And Debjani, metaverse is something which is a buzzword now. We are hearing it very often. Are we missing the bus there? Is Indian IT industry doing enough as far as metaverse is concerned?
Meta is a technology. It's virtual reality, coming into play with AI, etc. So it's not really a skill. It's a new technology trend that we are looking at. If you look at the skills, India has done tremendously well when it comes to core skills in cloud, AI, analytics, big data, IoT, cybersecurity. But again, we have miles to go before we sleep. The need is increasing at such a fast pace today. The skilling initiatives have to go up tremendously. And I think this calls for a collaborative approach where government and industry has to come together and work together. It's already happening. NASSCOM has announced an initiative called Future Skills Prime with the government of India to skill nearly over 4 million people in the next few years. So, it's skilling on steroids, but given the size of the problem, we have to do more. We also have to figure out how to expand the overall talent pool that exists. So, for example, this year you will see a lot of companies moving to tier 2, tier 3 cities to find talent, and the hybrid model makes that possible.
Thanks, Debjani. We'll take a question from Mr. UB Praveen Rao. Also, he's board director of Infosys and he's former immediate past chairman of NESCOM. So to you, how do you see budget announcements on crypto, digital rupee? A lot has happened in budget on crypto and digital rupee. How do you react to that?
I think these are positive moves. If you look at the digital currency, I'm sure it will unlock many opportunities going forward. It will also actually accelerate digital economy as well. So I think it's a step in the right direction. And also, in some sense, it's one of the very good use case of Bitcoin in that sense. Of blockchain. So from that perspective, I think it's a very, very positive move. And in terms of crypto, again, there are a lot of views around it. And as Debjani pointed out, it's very difficult to ban any technology or anything. At best, you have to regulate it.
Thanks, Mr. Rao, for joining us. WION now available in your country. Download the app and get all the news on the move.